Okay, so picture this, Vanessa. It's late, maybe midnight, you can't sleep, and you're doing that thing we all do, just scrolling through Instagram.
I know this feeling all too well. The midnight scroll of doom.
Exactly. And then suddenly you just start spiraling, you know? You get that thought in your head like, why does everyone else speak English like they were born in London and I still sound like I don't know, translating word for word in my head?
Oh my gosh, yes, it's like a punch to the gut. And then you watch one video of someone giving this just flawless presentation, and suddenly the conversation you had earlier today, the one that actually went pretty well, feels like a complete and utter disaster.
Right. It's like your brain just turns on you. This little voice whispers, "See, you'll never be that good. Why are you even trying?"
And that voice, that is the poison. That's what we're talking about today. The kind of thinking that keeps you frozen while it feels like everyone else is just moving forward.
But here's the thing, and this is, I think, really exciting. You can actually turn that voice off. You can learn to celebrate your own path instead.
Welcome, everyone, to the Speak Easy English podcast. I'm Vanessa.
And I'm Courage. And this is your cozy corner of the internet where we learn real English through real life. No textbook robots allowed here.
We really think today's episode is perfect for our intermediate learners. You know, anyone who's just tired of feeling like they're never good enough and who is ready to build some genuine, unshakable confidence.
You know, Vanessa, I'm just gonna put this out there. Yesterday I was watching this polyglot on YouTube. He speaks like 7 languages perfectly, and I literally started questioning every single sentence that comes out of my mouth.
It's exhausting, isn't it? It feels like you're living in this invisible cage made entirely of other people's expectations, or what we think their expectations are.
Exactly. We turn our English into this performance. But here's the wild part. The audience that we're performing for, they're not even watching. They're too busy worrying about their own stuff.
Right. We forget we're not, smartphones that need a better signal. We're whole, complex, interesting humans with our own unique stories to tell.
Okay, so for everyone listening, just pause for a second and ask yourself, honestly, are you learning English for you? Or are you performing for some imaginary panel of judges that lives inside your phone?
That's such a good question. All right, let's dig into our first big trap, what we like to call the highlight reel effect.
Okay, so here's what happens. We compare our own messy behind the scenes reality, all the mistakes and the awkward pauses, with someone else's perfectly edited, filtered 2-minute masterpiece.
Totally. You see their victory lap, but you never see the secret graveyard of failures that came before it. You don't see the deleted takes, the ums and ahs, the mispronunciations, all of that is edited out.
Oh man, I have such a clear memory of being in this English class years ago, and I mispronounced the word comfortable. I said it like comfortable, and a couple of people, they just giggled. A tiny, tiny moment. But that moment, it lived in my head rent-free for years.
Ah, courage, that's heartbreaking. And that's what fear does, right? It takes one tiny embarrassing moment and it turns it into a life sentence. It makes us go silent at the exact moment we should be speaking up.
Yeah, but here's the truth bomb, I think. Perfection is not real. It's just a shiny excuse to stay exactly where you are. Safe, but also scared.
So that's rule number one, friends. Stop measuring your real, complicated, beautiful life against someone else's fake two-dimensional highlight reel.
Okay, now let's talk about something a little more subtle, but really powerful. Using your English skills as a mirror.
What do you mean by that?
Well, we do this all the time without even realizing it. We check our vocabulary or we listen to our own accent to see if we're valuable enough or smart enough. We're looking for our own worth in our grammar.
Yes, but listen, everyone, lean in. Your worth has never, ever been about how many idioms you know or whether you can roll your R's.
Never.
I once met this woman at a community center. She spoke very, very basic English, like really simple sentences, but she was always smiling, always helping people, always bringing homemade food to share. And you know what? She never once seemed to question her value. She just existed so warmly.
That kind of quiet confidence, that is worth more than 100 perfect TED Talks.
Absolutely. And when you stop chasing gold stars from strangers on the internet, you finally have the space to feel actual, genuine peace.
Think about it like this. Your English mistakes are like typos in a text message. You might stress about them for a second, but honestly, nobody else cares nearly as much as you think they do.
Okay, so our next major truth, your environment is everything.
There's this famous saying, you become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with.
So, if you're constantly surrounded by people who doubt your dreams or criticize your accent or roll their eyes when you try something new, yeah, you're gonna start believing them.
But flip that around, if you find even just 1 or 2 people who celebrate your progress, who share their own mistakes with you, and who just cheer you on, your confidence will absolutely explode.
I remember I joined my first online language exchange group, and it was like suddenly I wasn't just wandering around in the dark alone anymore. I had a whole crew of people who understood exactly what I was going through.
That's the best part. You don't need a perfect community. You just need a few genuine humans who believe in you.
Courage. Real talk. Who are the 5 people in your life right now who are either lifting you up or maybe slowly draining your energy?
Ooh, calling me out. But yeah, that's a fair question. And everyone listening should ask themselves that too. It's important. Okay, our final strategy is all about identity. It's about how you talk to yourself when nobody else is listening.
Yes, so instead of saying, ugh, I'm so terrible at English, try this little shift. Just say, I am an English speaker in progress.
That tiny shift, it completely rewires your brain because now you're looking for growth, not hunting for failure.
And please, please don't wait for some magical moment when you suddenly feel ready. Confidence doesn't come before the action, it comes after the action.
Every single time you take a small risk, ordering coffee in English, asking a question in a meeting, commenting on a post, you're laying another brick in your confidence foundation.
It's so true. Every conversation is like a rep at the gym for your speaking muscles. It might feel shaky at first, but that's exactly how you get stronger. Okay, friends, before we let you go, we've got a tiny but really powerful challenge for you.
Sometime today, maybe right after you finish listening, I want you to notice one thing you're proud of in your English. Not because it's better than someone else's, but just because it's maybe 1% better than yours was yesterday.
And then come tell us about it. Drop a comment on our website, send us a message on social media. What's one small win you had this week? Oh, and a quick reminder before you go, if you haven't downloaded your free vocabulary practice worksheet yet, don't forget to grab it. The link is right there in the description. It's just a simple way to turn today's listening into real speaking progress.
Yeah, and if you enjoyed today's conversation, it really helps us when you like, share, and subscribe. It tells the algorithm, and it tells us that you want more of this cozy corner. Seriously, we love reading your stories. They remind us that we're all part of this big, messy, beautiful international family of learners.
You don't have to be perfect. You really just have to keep showing up and taking one more small leap.
We'll see you in the next episode, everyone.
Bye for now, and remember, speak easy.